Hey everyone, welcome to what I believe is going to be a pretty quick review by my standards normally. I'm going to be discussing Jackass Forever. Been about an hour since I've seen it now. And honestly, this is a movie that's really hard to review. Why? Because there's no damn story to it. There's no damn story to it. And that kind of is the crux of Jackass, isn't it? It's a load of guys who are clearly very good friends in life. They're all part of that MTV skater boy generation. And they haven't learned. They're still doing dumb stuff. Lots and lots and lots of dumb stuff. they there's dick jokes. There's stuff with animals. There's Schadenfreude pain stuff. And I mean, we'll get to that in a bit, but pain stuff. There's vomit stuff. There's poo stuff. There's hard hitting stuff. There's more dick stuff. Also, did I mention dick stuff? There's so many dicks in this film. It's actually insane. Like there was so many dicks. I almost feel like I need a shower now. But like, listen, this movie is made for people who obviously love Jackass. If you're someone who never enjoyed that growing up, this movie isn't certainly not going to put you onto. Oh, now I love Jackass. It's not going to happen. But if you love Jackass, you're going to like this movie. You are going to like this movie. Now, is it the best of all of their movies? No. What I'm really happy that they did is that they didn't try and do some sort of bait nostalgia trip, being like, oh, look how far we've come. It's like, no. We've got, for those of us who love Jackass, we've got an affinity with all the boys, but now girls as well. But, you know, we had that nostalgia trip kind of as the credits rolled at the end of Jackass 3. And they do reference that, Steve-O does say something right at the beginning, like, it sucks. We did that nostalgia shit when we were like, that was 10 years ago. And when we'd already been doing it for 10 years. Now it's 10 years on. We're all old and fat. Like, so it was really cool for them to be like aware, but without beating you over the head and going for like some bait nostalgia trip. But as I said, it's not going to make you love Jackass if you've never loved Jackass. If you do loved it, if you did love it back in the day, welcome again to the party. Um, I kind of like this, but some people may find it a bit cynical. They kind of take old stunts from not back in the movies, but from back in the series days, and they recycle them and kind of take it up a level. Like, the poo bungee, like the bungee diaper, that thing is recycled. I'm not going to go into every single stunt here because there's no story to share of any sort. So I don't want to spoil the stunts. I'm not, but they're big. The stunts are really big, but I say again, so much dick. So many dicks in this movie. So much dick stuff. It does, because as I said, they do recycle a lot of old stunts. There is a potential criticism to say that it potentially lacks a bit of innovation. It is all stuff you've seen before, but I mean, there's only so many ways you can do dick stuff. Dick stuff. Say it with me, dick stuff. So many dicks in this film. There are some, I think, negatives to it. The first one's completely my fault. I didn't see it in a full auditorium. I wanted to see this like as quickly as possible, get my review out for all of you guys. So I didn't, it was like a 1 p.m. showing. So like my auditorium wasn't really full. I think there was only a few other people in there with me. We were all laughing together. There was no negativity in the room, but I think a fuller cinema, a fuller theater, fuller auditorium would have been better, because obviously when you've got a group of people laughing, which is a big group of people, the laughing gets even better. So first one's kind of my fault. If you are going to see this, I would recommend going to like an afternoon or an evening showing so you get as many people in the theater as possible. Because there's definitely something to be said about a group of people sharing a common emotion, be it horror and fear, be it comedy and laughter. Laughter is good. I said it in the little out of the theater reaction. Laughter is good for the soul. Here's the biggest criticism I have. The opening and closing of the movie were not good for me. Like, the opening wasn't even a stunt, but the opening skit they didn't work for me. Now, when you think back to some previous skits where we've had like that bull run through the streets where they've all been in like the shopping trolley and things blowing up around them, they've always had like an eye for doing like the grandiose stunt opening. It fell a bit flat, this one, for me, though it ended well with, again, dick stuff, funny. But the whole opening really didn't work for me. to the degree where I actually thought, oh, fuck, I hope the whole movie's not this. But then it gets back to familiar territory, and it's skater boys doing jumps, hurting each other, vomiting spiders. Fucking, there's a condor and a bear in it at one stage. Like, and I cannot emphasize this enough. Just dicks everywhere. Flat dicks, long dicks, squidgy dicks, dicks that climb on rocks. Like, even dicks with chicken pox at one point. Like, so much dick. But dicks, I keep on saying, are funny. I feel like I'm saying dick too much. Anyway, we'll move on. The other things that, and I did mention the ending. Now, the ending fell a bit flat for me. I think they were trying to go for one thing, and it didn't hit home. This is a personal thing, and it all depends on how much you've been following, you know, the build up to this movie's release. This isn't a secret. I'm not spoiling anything. It's common knowledge. Bam Margera is not back for this. And the reasons for not bringing him back, I'm not going to go into it here. If you know, you know. But the reasons for not bringing him back for me left a really sour taste in my mouth, especially considering the movie, rightfully so, ends with, you know, a kind of a one shot of Ryan Dunn, who's now obviously not with us anymore. But Ryan Dunn was Bam's best friend. So it kind of, when they paid their respects to him, which they should, it hurt even more that Bam wasn't there. The new guys who they've brought in, though, are really cool. And it wasn't quite a passing of the torch, but I definitely get the impression that there's going to be more to see from the Jackass guys. On the positives, if you like this stuff, this is a big if, because I appreciate the Jackass comedy is not for everyone. But if you like this stuff, it really is fucking laugh out loud funny, man. But it's also grotesque. Like, really grotesque. And it's also kind of, there's a few moments where it's like really edge of your seat stuff where you kind of think, oh no, don't do that. But yeah, it's, if you're a fan of this, as I've said, you're gonna love this. It is certainly like a love letter to the MTV skater years. You know, I felt right at home when that Dick House logo appears at the beginning. That was all sorts of fun. And it is, minus Bam Margera, obviously so cool to see the gang all back together and very self-aware that they are men in their 50s now. And also, did I mention dick stuff? Lots and lots of dick stuff. Dicks flying everywhere. Dicks going in the ears and the mouth. Cum, vomit, poo. It's all there. Like, this is a very, very specific type of comedy. But if you're on board for it, you're going to laugh. You're going to laugh. And as I said, I do encourage people seeing this in a big auditorium full of people because it is therapeutic, especially during the time of a pandemic or in the hopefully end of a pandemic. It is important for us all to come together as people and laugh together. Go and see it in a full auditorium. Don't expect Shakespeare. Don't expect a real reinvention. Don't expect anything that's going to like be in contention for an Oscar. Fuck all that shit. Just go and see it and have a good time. That's the review. There's really not much more to talk about that. Lots of dicks, lots of laughs. If it's for you, you're not going to be disappointed. Go and see it. Let me know in the comments below once you've seen it what you think. Please do follow us on Twitter at MovieMTRushmore. Like the video, share the video, hit that subscribe button, buy us a coffee if you like. Link to that in the description below if you do like the content. And we will see you hopefully next week with a review for Uncharted. And before that, with a video between AJ and myself on our new top 10 show. So see you around, guys.